Get out of here.
Okay. So I really kind of want him to just handle the details for me, which I think is something that will probably is good for me to know. I recognized it at my previous jobs. It's never something that I've liked. I don't have patience for details, so I'll definitely need to be the front of the house. And if I'm gonna be hiring some help, probably somebody to work on some of the details and to keep an eye on some of the things that I don't love doing. So I do expect this endeavor to strain mine and Dennis's relationship. I think it's a lot of hours, it's a lot of stress, and I want to make sure that I do this the best I can, and it's going to be a lot of work for him to make ends meet with Stella, and I'm going to be counting on him to supplement the income that I'm not going to be able to make in the first year or two of business. So Cameron's my brother, and I would also say that we're very, very close friends. He is actually working for me currently as my graphic designer, my web designer, and it has been good and free, just like Dennis. Dennis is doing Dennis is the architect, and he's doing a ton of free work. But at the same time, it's hard when people are invested in something and they care about something and you're giving them feedback. And I think specifically with Cameron, we had talked about things and I had this whole vision in my mind, and then as he works on things, it kind of goes in a different direction, and I think his vision changes, and then I still have the original vision. So then we have to kind of figure out, he might think if it comes really out of left field when I'm like, what about the circus posters? What about the font types and stuff? And so he's like, but this isn't the direction we've been going in. So it's been good. I feel like I kind of push him and he pushes me, and then we meet in the middle. I don't know how he feels about working with me. I know he's done a lot of work for free, and just when I think he really likes something, I may push it the other way. But we're at a place where I think we're able to communicate well. So I don't expect this endeavor to damage our relationship. And anyway, I think it's going to be good for him. He's having to deal with probably a more difficult client because we have a relationship, and I'm getting, free stuff. So that's wonderful. It's important for me to open Brooklyn Kolache Company for several reasons, but for one of them, because Brooklyn needs a kolache shop. New York needs kolaches. They are perfect for New Yorkers. They're portable. They're something that they're like a breakfast sandwich, but self-contained, and they don't take time to make. You go into a bodega and you order your breakfast sandwich and you wait for 5 minutes because they have to cook things. And then it's wrapped in something and you can eat it and it's great, you can eat it on the train. But kolaches are pre-made, they're warm, they're fresh, they're stuffed with savory things, you can get sweet things, they're affordable, they're quick, in the door, out the door, on your way to work. So I think it's really important that I open the world of kolaches to New York, or bring them the world, I don't know. But so why not something else? Why kolaches? I think I kind of summed it up in my last statement, but kolaches are all over Central Texas where I was raised. And they're actually kind of a trend. There's a chain that does them. People are excited about kolaches. They're really good. So I think that it just makes sense that I make them, which that made no sense. But anyway, so the hours of operation are going to be, I think, 7 a.m. till 4 p.m. Obviously, they can change if we need to. We can expand them. It's really just based on demand, but I really envision us being busy for breakfast. Commuters on their way to work, people who, don't want to work at home, moms who need to get out of the house in the middle of the day for something yummy and sweet. The coffee business, I think, is really going to drive it. People needing caffeine, people needing a snack, people needing lunch, people needing breakfast. The area that I'm in, I just can't imagine that people would really want to eat kolaches for dinner. And I like the idea of starting small and then working our way up. So scary investing all my money. But I kind of feel like the alternative of going back to a desk job and sending emails all day, it just gives me that motivation to say, like, you know, I really care about this. I love dealing with people. I love baking. I love talking to people about food. And I'm just going to try it. And I'm going to give it everything I have. And I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be a really good success. And I think worst comes to worst, I have bad credit and I lost my savings and I get a desk job. And I'm like kind of back where I started, but just a lot shorter on money. So, I'm pretty confident in myself. I think I can really teach myself anything. And I have the passion and the dedication and the drive. And I'm willing to work really, really hard. And I feel like that is the right combination to make this happen. I think I'm going to learn things the hard way. I think that I'm going to need to hire the right people. But I'm very confident that this is going to work well. If the restaurant were to not be profitable, I would probably be able to be okay for a little bit, and then I would probably need to ask people for some loans. And worst comes to worst, I would close the door and break my leases and probably get hit with some debt. But I think I'll be okay. My biggest fear about the next few months is that there's something I haven't thought of that's going to come up and it's going to stall the whole project, and then I'm not going to have enough money to get to a place where I can be profitable. You know, I'm not going to get the permits I need, or the city's not going to approve some kind of equipment that I invested in. So there's a lot of things that I'm not going to be able, that people aren't going to like them. I think it would be crazy if people didn't like them. I think people really already love them, but these are obviously things that I'm concerned about. So, thank you.